Hey, it's louisity again, and for this video I'll be doing the Bookish Boxes and Buzzwords Tag. Hoorah! So I was tagged by Chrissy BooksandBerries a very long time ago for this tag, so thank you so much for tagging me, Chrissy BooksandBerries. Chrissy, I'll be linking her video down below, so without further ado, let's begin! I would have to say fiction. There's nothing really specific in which genre, like what subgenre, whatever you want to call it. Any kind of like fiction story that would just, get me into reading. Well, I use fate charts a lot, and I really would like to utilize that in terms of determining which would be the next book that I'll read. It does give me that sort of excitement, but just for the sake, I think the closest that I can answer would be any fiction book. So far, I've been interested more with Beauty and the Beast retellings. If you folks know Alex Flynn, she writes a lot of retellings, Princess and the Frog. I think she has also like a Rapunzel retelling, I believe. And she has like Beauty and the Beast retellings. I do recommend Beastly by Alex Flynn if you'd like to get into Beauty and the Beast retellings. If you like some that were written like earlier, okay, I definitely recommend that. I enjoyed reading Beastly by Alex Flynn. Obviously, it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. There's a bad guy who suddenly turns into a beast and needs to know the true meaning of love. Also, I think I'd like to get into more Cinderella retellings. I haven't read Geekerella yet, so I'm looking forward to that one. And I'm also looking forward in reading like Prince and the Pauper retellings, like kind of like gender bender, like Princess and the Fangirl. I'm curious about that book, and hopefully I'll enjoy that one. I've always wanted to be, of course, a demigod, so Camp Half-Blood is going to be an answer to this one. And I think I want to be one of those like smart assassins, because like personally I don't think I'm that physically strong, but I kind of like do a little bit of mind games and be a bit, physically better. And those like assassins kind of like under some sort of a, you should call this like a disguise. I would like to have those roles if ever that I would be doing roles that are based on books. Or I could be like a hacker like Lisbeth Salander from the Millennium Trilogy. What do you think? Camp Half-Blood, when bookstores or libraries are mentioned in a book, and I kind of like those time traveling kind of books, kind of like the third book in the Fallen series, Passion. I really enjoy like the time traveling aspect, like they go back in time, just a little bit of a hint here, a little bit of a detail here, or what you would call spoilery, it might be. Lucinda, I believe that's her name. She has a lot of identities in the past, or Lucy, yes. She has a lot of identities in the past, and I like the fact that they were like traveling to like different eras. So I enjoy like those kind of like books, or books that involve like, traveling to different places, like Lost Hero. I enjoyed it more, the traveling aspect of it more than in Son of Neptune, because they had like a wider scope for me. Like not only that they went to, I believe, Toronto, they went to Chicago, Illinois, then they think they went also to Omaha, Nebraska, and then they went to like Colorado, I believe. I think there was a point where they went to Colorado, and then they went to the Bay Area. So there's a lot of traveling there, so I really enjoyed that. Hoorah! I think I enjoy platonic relationships, like when the stories are about like group of friends, like The Unexpected Everything, like the group of friends that Bree and, well, Bree's not really the main character, but I don't know, for some reason she stands out for me. And also the characters in Emergency Contact, Crazy Rich Asian series, Nick Young, and Colin, you know? And what else? Of course, the Percy Jackson series, like Grover and Percy. I really like friendships, like platonic relationships, if you call them. Anything that has more than a word, not including or excluding articles like and the. Like, I'll give you examples. The Lost Hero. No, Lost Hero. Short, more than a word, and precise. You know, straight to the point, not too lengthy. Crazy Rich Asians. You know, there are 3 words, and actually, I get to be enticed more with books without like an article before it. Like, there's no the, a, or an. It doesn't start with that. I don't know. It's just my thing. Anything that reminds me of like chocolate or caramel, so it can be like a brownish or a goldish, if that's even like a term, or something like this, similar to tan. You know, King of Scars happens to be a good example of it. It reminds me of caramel, and hopefully when I get to pick that book up, I will enjoy. And I did a BookTube Color Tag, so you know, folks, that I like the color brown. So yeah, like what entices me is like a brownish, you know, cover. You know, so that's kind of like a plus for me. And these 2 books that I'm about to show, well, one of it is kind of like more yellowish or more gold. These are the books that to me is really beautiful. Okay, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. I think when I'll try to link down the video below, but I believe when they ask which among the covers do I like, or would I like, who is the artist, like which cover. Oh my god, I'm rambling, sorry about that. So basically, you know, it just asks, you know, which of these covers would you want, like the artist of it, to do like a cover if you're going to be writing a book. I don't know if I made sense, but hopefully I did. But let's just say that this cover is pretty interesting. The eye, you would need to take a closer look to see that it is indeed an eye. I don't read much nonfiction, but I think what would entice me is if I see the word story, like the story of, let's say, a specific person, like memoirs, biographies, of people that I'm kind of interested in reading about. I think that would entice me in reading like a nonfiction book. I don't really mind equality to humanity. I think I enjoy reading like stuff in like Philippine history or Philippine history inspired, especially during the war periods, like the Philippine-Spanish War, the Philippine-American War, or the Philippine-Japanese War. I tend to like enjoy those books. Me knowing more about our history by reading, whether it's a non-fiction or a fiction book, kind of like give you an idea, like a slice of what it was like, you know, living in those days. And one of the books that I read recently, well, during the Asian Readathon, here it is, let me just pick it up from my shelf. It's just right behind me. Bone Talk by Candy Gourlay. Now, this book is set during the Philippine-American War, And these are like people from the indigenous tribes, wherein, you know, they have like a different lifestyle from those that they call lowlands. Now, lowlands meaning because they're in the plains or the fields. These people are like living in the mountains. So that's how the term is being used in these kinds of books. So it's a beautiful one. I enjoyed it. And like I said, I read it during my during the Asian Readathon, so definitely go for it. So it's tagging time! So I'll be tagging Steph Okay, Amanda Reeds, and James Sagad. But if I didn't mention your name, and if you want to do this tag, well, bam, as usual, consider yourself tagged in. So I guess that's about it. I hope you all folks enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Also, click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. And I'll be linking down my social media accounts and handles, so feel free to check me out and follow me there as well. As always, thank you super much for watching. Thank you super much, Chrissy BooksandBerries, for tagging me here. Well, folks, let us continue striving for wisdom and unleash the reader in you. Bye, y'all.